Okay, so let's talk about it. If you've ever been told that your egg count is lower than expected, or maybe your AMH isn't where it should be, you know it can be one of the absolute most stressful diagnoses in fertility medicine. So today, we're going to cut through all that noise and get to what this really means for you.
And you know what? That feeling is completely valid. It's just this moment that's suddenly filled with anxiety and a million questions. It's so easy to feel like your body has let you down, or that you're suddenly in this frantic race against time.
And that's the big scary thought that pops into your head right away, isn't it? Does this mean I can't have my own biological child? Am I about to go into menopause? Let's get some real clarity on that, right now.
So, to really understand our options, we first have to get a handle on what diminished ovarian reserve, or DOR, actually is, and, just as importantly, what it isn't. When you boil it all down, that's it. It's an estimate of the quantity of eggs you have left compared to what's typical for someone your age. But to really, truly get this, we need a simple analogy. So, imagine you're born with all the eggs you will ever have, and they're all locked away in this secure vault. You can't make more, right? There are no new deposits. And every single month, a new process kicks off. Now, this process shows us something really important that a lot of people miss. You lose way more than just one egg each month. It's this whole group that gets sent out, but only one is selected for ovulation. All the rest, they're lost. So the number of eggs that come out of that vault each month, well, that gives us a pretty good clue about how full the vault still is. And this is exactly how doctors get a peek at what's coming out of the vault. The AFC is a literal head count they do on an ultrasound, and the AMH is a blood test that measures a hormone made by those exact same follicles. So it makes sense, right? When the vault is more full, more eggs come out, and you get a higher AFC and AMH. When it's less full, those numbers are lower.
And this is it. This is the single most important thing to take away from all this. These tests are counting your eggs. They are not grading them. Getting the difference between quantity and quality is absolutely the key to moving forward with hope. And really understanding that distinction, well, it can change everything. Let's look at a story that I think makes a really powerful case for not always accepting the first opinion you get. Okay, so picture this. A 32-year-old doctor. She's ready to start her family, she stops taking birth control, and her period just never comes back. Her lab tests show a really, really low AMH, and she's told point blank her only path to motherhood is with donor eggs. Full stop. But her reaction is what's so powerful. Instead of just accepting this verdict, she decided she was going to advocate for herself. She just wanted the chance to try, to see what her own body could do before she closed that door forever. And the result? Well, after she found a doctor who was willing to try, she went through IVF. And it wasn't just a success, she now has a child and has embryos frozen for a future sibling. This is just living proof that a diagnosis is not always a final verdict.
Her story really shines a light on some major red flags. If you are ever told never without even being given a chance to try, or if a clinic has these rigid black and white cutoff policies that exclude you based on a single number, it is absolutely time to get a second opinion. You have to be your own best advocate.
So, armed with this knowledge and hopefully a dose of hope, the focus starts to shift. It's time to move from just the diagnosis to taking action and to concentrate on the things that are actually within your power to change.
This is the question that can open up a whole new path forward. See, it's not really enough to just know the what. We need to start investigating the why, because sometimes the reason for a low egg count can also be impacting egg quality, and that's something we might be able to do something about.
There are actually a lot of potential contributors. Things like endometriosis or autoimmune diseases can cause this chronic inflammation in the body. We know lifestyle factors like smoking can impact ovarian reserve, and insulin resistance. That's a huge player in our hormonal health. Digging into these with your doctor is a really critical next step.
Okay, let's be super clear here. You can't change your age, your genetics, or the number of eggs that are still in your vault. But what you can do is influence the environment that your eggs are living in. The quality of an egg isn't just about its chromosomes. It's also about its metabolic competency. Basically, its ability to do its job right. And this is how you do it. These aren't magic pills or anything. They are the foundational principles. A diet that fights inflammation, moving your body regularly to manage blood sugar, really prioritizing sleep, and avoiding known toxins. Every single one of these choices helps lower inflammation and gives your eggs a healthier environment to thrive in.
Ultimately, all of this information leads you to a crossroads. This isn't about being handed a final verdict. It's about being given a map that empowers you to choose your own path forward.
So let's just totally reframe this whole experience.
A DOR diagnosis is like your body raising a little red flag. It's giving you this super important piece of data that you can now use to actively plan your future, instead of just letting time make those decisions for you.
And with that information, you have choices. One path is what we can call informed waiting, consciously deciding that now is not the time to act and accepting what that might mean later on. Another path is acting now. Maybe you move up your timeline for starting a family, or maybe you look into fertility preservation like egg freezing. Both are totally valid choices, as long as you are the one in control.
I mean, this really says it all, doesn't it? The whole goal is to put you back in the driver's seat of your own fertility journey, to take the data, to understand the options, and to make choices that truly align with what you want for your life.
Because that's exactly what this is. It is not a dead end. It's a signpost at a fork in the road, and it's giving you the power to choose your direction with your eyes wide open. So, the real question is, which path will you take?